the Niners have a brick by brick philosophy, right? That is they have mantras. One of them is all gas, no brakes, which may explain some of the injuries. Maybe they need more brakes.
And that was
Also,
so.
I know, but honestly, maybe they need to chill with the all gas, no brakes thing.
Oh
But the other
yeah, I
thing,
would definitely agree with that. Look at
more,
you, kid.
more brakes, less gas. Okay, but the other thing is the brick by brick thing. And the Niners been building these bricks they've been putting bricks up for years. This is year 5 of the brick building, and they only have one winning season to show for it. Do you think there's too much emphasis on this team in particular, in the league in general, on the 5-year plan and not like seizing the moment, carpe diem, that kind of thing?
I I think the plan is brilliant. Like I think having a plan and going by it is brilliant, with the caveat of being able to adjust given the
Yes.
circumstances, which they
Yes.
showed a little bit in 2019.
Right, when they traded for
Look,
Emmanuel Sanders. Yes.
right, we see
Yep.
an opportunity here. Let's seize it. My thing is, like I told you, is it better to be lucky than good?
Yes.
And to me, I've always thought, yeah, it's better to be lucky. But in reality, I think you need to be good
To
and
create the luck.
then have the luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the way I explained it to you was, look at the success. I mean, the obvious successes to me. I'm not counting Bosa. That's number 2 pick. Okay. It's early, but I'm gonna go with IU. I'm gonna say that's a plan. That's the guy they wanted. They got him. Looks like a very good receiver. Year 1. Like got a little dinged up last year, but showed promise. The other one I'm gonna give him, we just got off of his topic. Fred Warner, drafted number 3. This is the spot you wanted to play him in. This is what he does. He's done it very well.
Kittle,
luck. Okay, I don't care what, I think I heard York on the podcast like, oh yeah, right now, I mean, we wanted Kittle. We knew we could get him here, so we drafted him here. But we should have probably took him in the first round. Like, that's nonsense. As many bad trade-ups as we've made for players, there's no way they knew Kittle was going to be this good and just sat there like, because they would do that every draft. But they don't. Like, they traded back for Kinlaw just to, in the same round, give that pick up to move up for IU. So they don't make those type of moves. Same with this year, with moving up for Sermon. Like, you got something to move back and draft the O-lineman you said you wanted, and then you use that to move up for a running back who you may not need because Bobby Sermon finds running back. And you probably could have got Mitchell,
Bobby Turner,
undrafted free agent. Same way you got Breida. So again, luck. Who was one of your best running backs? Mostert. Luck. You didn't sign him. He was already on the team. He was basically special teams. You didn't even see him as a very good running back, or you wouldn't have him as your best gunner on special teams. So that's luck. Again, Greenlaw, like, fell into your lap. You might have thought he had promise. So I just see a lot of the things they do as they end up being lucky rather than good.
Yes.
You thought Witherspoon was going to be your guy, but you got lucky that you went ahead and picked up E-Man as an undrafted free agent, and he was able to come in and pick up.
Got lucky that Jason Verrett became healthy after 5 years on the shelf.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's my question. Like, why do the things they plan not work out? Again, edge rusher, luck. Well, not luck, because we don't want to wish injury on anybody. But the only reason the edge rusher kind of got fixed was due to, you had an injury-prone D Ford that was up, and Chiefs were willing to move him, and Jimmy was out for the year, so you had the number 2 pick, and the Cardinals decided to blow up their whole team and draft a quarterback at number 1. So Bosa was there for you. Again, kind of lucky.
Yeah.
So Kyle's offense isn't lucky.
No.
Like, Kyle schemes it, it's a beautiful offense. But the other things that work out are proven things. D Ford, proven. Sherman, coming off injury, but a proven guy.
You know what else would be luck? If they somehow had a healthy season. Because I don't think they're going to do anything.
In 2019, that the injuries weren't, catastrophic.
No, there were a lot of injuries in 2019. It's just that Jimmy.
None of them were like, oh,
Yeah.
so and so's out for the season. So, big time players. It was
They're honestly they're lucky they
year.
started that season 8-0 because they didn't really, they kind of limped to the finish.
We did. I
Yeah.
mean, like that's why people are like, people give Greenlaw too much credit for that, stop in Seattle. Like, do you understand how big
If
that bye week was?
if he
Like
didn't
that
make
was
that one
devastating.
tackle, they wouldn't have got to the Super Bowl.
I don't
That
think
team
so.
was
Like,
gassed.
would D Ford have even played the next week to start the playoffs?
That team was
Like, he
gassed.
definitely
They lost to Atlanta down the stretch, man. Atlanta at home. That team was terrible.
it was
Yeah.
last second play, but yeah, I mean, hard
We
to stop
still, yeah,
people.
exactly. It was definitely last second play, but like that team, they ran through the first half of the season, but they beat Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton, backups,
Yeah,
straight up backups,
and
Mason
it was a lot
Rudolph,
of luck, right? The
Baker,
Steelers,
Baker Mayfield, but Freddie
Carolina.
Kitchens, Kyle Allen, Case Keenum. It was a lot of luck.
It was a lot of luck.
A lot of luck.
So
So it's
that's
good to be
what
lucky.
that's the only thing that scares me is like when they plan something, it usually doesn't go the way they want it to.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
be
true.
hard to beat
Jarek
out
McKinnon.
Cassius Marsh.
Jarek McKinnon, when he went down,
Jared McKinnon was a plan.
man, you can't blame the Niners this year. Jarek McKinnon was supposed to be the whole offense. That
Man,
was the
he was
plan.
the plan.
Yeah, he
Jeff
was.
Wilson, look,
Oh my
very good
goodness, Jeff
player.
Wilson
Didn't
luck.
get
The whole
used
running
enough.
back room. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
didn't get used enough in my opinion.
So, hey, when Kyle Shanahan, if he ever says that he's been unlucky with injuries on the 49ers, let's just remember all the things he's been lucky with, all the personnel things that's worked out in round 5, 6, 7, and after.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like life. Things kind of end up leveling out. It's just you have to seize the opportunity when it presents itself.
And I wonder if they're going to do that this year or if they're not really necessarily sold out to win a Super Bowl. But we're going to talk about that in a minute.